The House of Hope provides affordable temporary housing for patients and family members of patients that are receiving inpatient, outpatient, or emergency care. So this means anybody from someone who has a procedure and they can't drive themselves home, to someone whose loved one is in the ICU, had a sudden illness or accident and they need some place to stay, to even somebody who have a surgery coming up. They know they're going to be in the hospital for a couple days. Their loved one wants to stay close by. We're options for all those kinds of situations. When you first walk into the house, you walk into our dining room. And one of the first things I did when we were able to replace the dining room table was make it tall enough so that wheelchairs can actually go right up to the table, because we really want to make sure that we're being inclusive of people of different needs. As you go past the dining room into the living room, you'll note there's a working gas fireplace. It's a comfortable space. We actually have a piano there that was donated. It was my grandmother's. If you look out the back there, you'll see a garden. It's a personal project of mine, which I get to help share fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, strawberries, raspberries, cherry tomatoes, sweet corn. I really enjoy it, and some of our families get to spend time out there and relax. They can see the butterflies, they can see different insects going around, all the different flowers that we have out there, and it makes it a spot for them to relax and enjoy. Because one of the things is we don't just want to protect the body, we want to nurture the soul, the spirit, and make sure that through whatever healing process they're going through, that we're taking care of that as well. Speaking of food, I'll actually take you into the kitchen next. So we've got everything you have at home, and of course we keep it well stocked with coffee. We keep donated items like snacks and bottled water also out on the counters, so that I can encourage folks to make sure they're taking care of themselves. Like, make sure, take a snack with you, take a bottle of water, make sure you're eating, make sure you're drinking, make sure you're taking care of yourself, because the hard part comes when you get home and your loved one is dependent on you. The library here has a computer with internet access. Think of how many people keep in touch via social media, or they do their online banking, or they have classes that they need to take online, so that's a great benefit for them. So we have 6 guest rooms altogether, and 4 of them are going to be exactly like this first room here. As you can see, they all have their own bathrooms attached, and we provide plenty of towels and washcloths for them. There are 2 twin beds in there. We have a storage space with extra blankets. We've got extra pillows in the closet. They've got their own heating and air control, cable TV. We've got an alarm clock, and they actually have their own phone line, which is actually part of the Sayre campus phone system. So it's very easy and simple to get messages or for people over the hospital to contact them. Down the hallway, we have 2 of our handicap accessible rooms. Now, the entire place is handicap accessible. It's wide open hallways. The doorways are big enough for wheelchairs. It's flat. There's no steps anywhere. But these specifically are set up for somebody with a mobility issue. As you go into the bathroom here, you'll note that there is a bench in the shower. It's actually flipped down. We have all the handrails in there, extra grab bars. There's nothing underneath the sink, so somebody in a wheelchair can pull right up to it. It's all made for somebody with mobility issues. There is a queen bed instead of the 2 twins. Again, somebody with mobility issues, that's going to be more space for them to use to make it easier for them. And we do have recliners in these rooms because there are a number of people who need to sleep sitting up. And if you look up, you're actually going to see our smoke alarms in here are additionally strobe lights. So somebody with any kind of hearing issues, this is an added safety feature for them. Basically, our goal is to make this place as safe, comfortable, and easy to use as possible. Our whole mission statement is to be a home away from home for folks. We don't want to be just a building. We don't want to be just a place. We want to be your home while you're undergoing this medical crisis, so that you know that people care about you and what you are going through. That is what we want for our families. Donations are how we keep open for our families. That means we can keep our lights on, we can keep open, we are available to do check-ins 7 days a week up until midnight, 365 days a year. It means somebody whose mother was in a car accident has a place to stay. It means somebody's uncle that needs to go through chemotherapy has a place to stay. That's why it's so important. All of that money goes to keeping this place open, so we can continue to support families and patients that are in need.